It's a Western Conference battle in San Francisco as the Warriors look to work the home court advantage. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Alan LaForce reporting from the sideline. Taking a look at San Antonio. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
And they've yet to come up with the win in any of their 3 games against these guys. So I guess one positive for them is that no matter what happens tonight, it's the last time they'll face them on the season.
Bryant with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that. But as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Here's Curry after the basket by San Antonio. Now here's Melton. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off the shot. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
Pass to Champagnie. Right side, Irving. Outside, Bryant. Here's Wembanyama. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Melton. To the inside. Porzingis can't hit. Here's Champagnie. Now, here is Irving. Shoots over Anunoby. Irving misses.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Melton. Back to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Here's Wembanyama. And that one drops. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Back to Curry. Offline with his 3. Spurs trail by 4. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, here's Melton. Scoreless thus far. On the wing, Bryant. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Wembanyama on the follow.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Back to Curry from outside the arc. And the Warriors get it back. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Champagnie. Stolen by Anunoby. Green deciding where to go with it. And here is Curry for the 3. Curry with another miss.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
The Warriors leading. And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
Now, here's Melton. Hasn't made one yet.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Changes here for the Spurs. And it's Harden with the ball for San Antonio. Trailing by 5. Robinson with the block. And they'll get another chance. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Harden. Pass to Cornette. Second chance shot. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Warriors leading by 5. Pajemski with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And the shot goes in.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Pajemski. To the paint. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Now, here is Harden. He has yet to score. Robinson with the block. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Mitchell Robinson. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Now, here's Curry. Down low. And the dunk by Robinson.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Here's Harden. The kick out to Barnes. Deflects the pass. Shot clock at 5. From 13. Harden's shot is off. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Pajemski. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to... Take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Spurs trail by 8. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Now Pajemski. Curry outside. Rebound by Olynyk. Here's Wembanyama. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stance-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Outside Curry. Inside. Here's Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Nice pass inside. Making things easy for him.
Here's and a slam from Wembanyama.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some... adjustments to the game plan. San Antonio making a switch here. Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
Here's Harden. Following the basket by Draymond Green. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Harden. Pass to Wembanyama. And here's the break. Nobody near Milton. It's hauled in by Cornette. And it's Harden with the ball for the Spurs. It's a 10-point game. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Pass to Melton. Back to Curry. Here's Moody. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Cornette. Here's Harden on the wing. Harden draws the double. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Back to Wembanyama. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Melton. Now, here's Moody. Now Robinson. 5 on the clock. Outside Curry. Here's Moody. Off target with his 3. Spurs trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
Timeout. And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the Spurs making a change here. And here's Melton. Still scoreless. Curry on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound San Antonio.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
So, G8, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
That's tipped and stolen by Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Here's Melton. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Curry. Over Irving.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Wembanyama. And it's all evened up. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Melton. To end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. Melton's got his first bucket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Substitution on the court.
Melton feeling it out a bit.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Curry on the wing. Fires the 3. The rebound by Champagnie.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Irving with it. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Warriors ball. In the lineup for the Spurs, number 45.
1:37 left in the first half. Outside, Green. It's Curry outside. And it's Bryant with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Plumlee. to Champagny. Lock at 6. Here's Ivy. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. Anunoby outside. The 3. Curry. What else is new?
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. San Antonio making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Spurs trail by 5. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. And there it is for him. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
To the inside. Post. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Inside. And that one is hammered home.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's Irving. There's the drive. Outside for Wembanyama. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got the first points of the second half up on the board for San Antonio. Now Melton. Green, the screen. Down low. And Green slams it in.
And no wonder Green has been called a heartbeat of his team. He just makes plays that energize the entire roster.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Outside for Wembanyama. Can't hit from the corner.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Porzingis, and they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And Curry has it in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
A Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Good.
And it's clear the defense has no answer for Wembanyama. And until they do, keep getting him the ball.
Screen by Porzingis. Launches a three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama's got 24 points.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And so here is Golden State following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Wembanyama. He's got 26. Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. 2 on the clock. The 3 from Harden. Robinson pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Curry. Outside Robinson. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Spurs passing it around. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers. And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Now here's Curry. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. To the paint. Green. And Green slams it in.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. To the right side. San Antonio again missing. Warriors leading by 13. And here is Curry. 13 points in the game. Pass to Robinson. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Moody.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Teams will make substitutions. Warriors leading by 13. Here's Pajemski. Inside. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 10 points.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
Wembanyama. And he uses the glass on the layup. 28 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
On the wing, Williams. Screen by Porzingis. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Wembanyama. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wembanyama's got 14 points now in the second half.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Melton. Shot clock at 6. Nobody here. Williams makes a big high bounce and goes in.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And here's Harden for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
.116 left in the third. Williams for 3. Pass to Melton. Anunoby left side. Buries the long-range jumper. Anunoby's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harden with it. Williams picks him up. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Pajemski with it. Curry on the wing. Hands it from downtown. Curry's got 16.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The first free throw is good.
And how many times have we seen Harden at the free throw line in his career? I mean, the man lives to put pressure on the defense.
And he drives in. Pajemski's shot is good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's McLaughlin. Back to Harden. And a missed layup. Curry on the wing. Misses the wing J.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 19-point advantage.
39.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Warriors leading by 19. Now Pajemski. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarter.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory is not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Number 21.
Spurs trailed by 21. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. In the corner, it's Cornette. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Outside Curry. There's a screen by Williams. From the arc. Johnson with the rebound. Here's San Antonio now. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Back to Curry. Picked by Williams. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Wembanyama outside. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Williams. Pajemski on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
And the Warriors making a change here. He's off on the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Curry. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Porzingis. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Irving's shot is good.
On the drive, Irving just so dynamic. The defense doesn't know what to do to contain it.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Spurs trailed by 18. Pass to Champagny. No good from outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
It's Curry with the drive.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
Second team foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Here's Champagny. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Champagny's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice shot, and a nice read by Irving on the kickout.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
And he makes the first.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Bryant.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Curry. Screened by Porzingis. Curry with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Here's Irving. Outside, Wembanyama. Irving outside. Now Wembanyama. And here's Melton. Now Porzingis lays it in off the window.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Spurs trailed by 18. Irving drives in, and Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Wembanyama. Rejected by Robinson. And they get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Wembanyama. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Warriors leading by 18. Here's Podziemski. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Wembanyama. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Robinson.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Wembanyama. No good again that time. Podziemski with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much down.